Let's bring in Leo Terrell, Fox News contributor, a civil rights attorney. Leo, thank you so much for coming in on Labor Day for us and bringing us your insights. Enormous amount of ground to cover. Here we have this young American, Hirsch Goldberg Poland, executed along with 5 others as American negotiators are at the table working to bring him and all of the hostages home and get to a ceasefire. Where do you make of where we stand now as the president, the vice president put out this picture of them working in the Situation Room theoretically to address this problem and get something done? What do you think?
I don't see any action whatsoever. I see words, I see picture, Molly, but it's been since October 7th, 2023. What has the Harris-Biden administration done to protect Jewish Americans here and Jews in Israel? Absolutely nothing. I mean, you look at what's going on right now. You saw that photo op where Biden said that he's upset with Netanyahu. Where's the pressure, Molly, on Hamas? Where's the pressure on them? I mean, if I'm correct, they massacred hundreds of people. But yet, it's the Michigan strategy, Molly. They want to win Michigan. They do not want to alienate the Muslim and Arab community in Michigan. If they don't win Michigan, they can't win the election. So that's the game plan right now. It's purely political. And guess who's being sacrificed? Guess who's being thrown on the bus? Jewish Americans here and the state of Israel.
Yeah, which and there's a big question there. What does this mean for the Jewish American vote? As you mentioned, also this uncommitted vote. Alexis McAdams, they're finding one of those uncommitted voters, someone who may have been a Harris voter, but then says not anymore. How do you think this will ultimately play in the election?
Well, I'll tell you right now, I think the Jewish American community in America is very upset. Last week, Molly, there was a report from Columbia University. Guess what? Anti-Semitism exists at Columbia University. I would submit to you the federal government could step in and stop this. Where's the Department of Justice? Where's the FBI? Where are the federal arrests of all this hatred towards Jewish Americans? It does not exist. I think the Jewish American community is going to leave the Democrat Party in droves. I honestly believe no matter what Kamala Harris does, she's never going to appease those extremists in Michigan. And I honestly believe that the Trump policy is going to prevail in the long run regarding what's in the best interest of Israel. Newsflash. Israel is our strongest ally, and the Harris-Biden administration has abandoned them.
I want to get your thoughts on how Vice President Harris has communicated on this issue. She spoke, in the interview with her first interview that she did, that Israel has a right to defend itself, but she says, and how it does so matters. She's consistently said, talk defense when it comes to Israel, but do you feel like they're leaving things too open beyond that?
Let me think about that. Yes, Molly, and let me be very clear as a lawyer. See, she's playing a word game. Israel has the right to defend itself, two-state solution, but her conduct shows otherwise. She said in March Israel didn't have the right to go into Rafah. And she said, I've seen the maps. I'd be curious to see what those maps are. She insulted the state of Israel when she ignored and did not attend Benjamin Netanyahu's appearance before the joint session of Congress. She is signaling that she's not going to lift a finger for Israel. And you look at the words are soft, have no power, no effect. But her conduct speaks volume. She has not demonstrated any support for Israel based on her words and her conduct, Molly.
Leo Terrell, thank you. Great points about the signals, those signals potentially being picked up by voters as well as fellow negotiators that are trying to get to this ceasefire deal. Leo Terrell, thank you very much for your insights today.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.